Usyk versus Dubois 2, Saturday, July 19th. Live only on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Regan Slaymaker for Not Just Boxing, and I have the pleasure to be joined by, I have the privilege to be joined by Hall of Famer Shane Mosely. Shane, we're here in London for Usyk Dubois 2. As a former fighter, are you always excited for these big events?
I'm not always excited for like events like this, but I'm excited for this one. You know, I think that it's going to be a great fight, and it's going to show does Dubois mentally have it, like what he's supposed to. Like, did he get past that past? Now we're living in the future, right? Let's see what happens. I can't wait to see what Dubois shows up in the fight. What can he do? Can he make a difference from last time?
Definitely. Obviously, you've had rematches before in your career. Obviously, when, like you were saying, a different Dubois there, obviously he got stopped in that first fight. Do you think it'll be important for him to take that out of his mind? Does he need to take that out of his mind going into the rematch? Or is it always still there?
Not necessarily. My rematches are right away.
Yeah.
His rematch is not right away. So he has some time to think about it and get himself better, you know, mentally. Get a little older, get a little more wiser, get more experience, and he done it the right way. I didn't do it. I always go back. I go back. I just go right back, because my ego, you know. But I think that he should learn from the past, learn from the things he did, but also learn from the body shot the belt line shot that he hit it with.
Yeah.
That's something you're gonna learn from, right? You gotta learn from that. So you know that hit him in the body takes something out of him, so why not punch at the body, because his head's moving all over the place, right? And he has good movement, good foot movement, so why go for a head when you can go for a body that's stationary, right? So yeah.
If I had to ask you for a prediction, who are you leaning towards?
I'm leaning towards Dubois because I think that he learned his lesson, and I want to see him do better. You know, I like to go for the underdog. Usyk is a great fighter too, you know what I'm saying? He can do it what he does and he can still win, but I'm just going for Dubois because I think that I want to see him overcome that mental challenge he had, you know, when he fought him. I want to see him overcome.
Definitely, and the reason why you're here as well in London, you're fighting next week. The Sugar Shane Mosely is back next week. Why is it important for you to make this exhibition fight?
Because I want to show people. I don't want to just talk about what I can do and show you different things. I want to show you. I want to just talk about. I want to show you like what I'm capable of doing at my age. And if I'm capable of doing it, then you can do it too.
Yeah.
Mentally, you can do it.
How important, as a fighter, is that mental side? You can train as hard as you want. Is that mental side of things the hardest thing to conquer?
It's everything. It's everything. It's not just in boxing. It's just anything you do, any sport you do, right? Scratch that. Anything you do, your mindset. And when people understand that, then they do better in whatever field they're doing. Yeah.
When I have a fighter as experienced as yourself, Shane, you fought everyone, right? You didn't say no to anybody in your career. If I had to ask you one fight that you learned from the most, what would that one fight have been? You don't have to narrow it down. You can say a couple, but try and have that one fight.
Well, I learned something. I'm gonna say for the Winky fight, right?
Pardon?
Winky,
okay.
right?
Okay.
I learned something from that. The high guard, and he doesn't ball his fist up like this, where you can get a shot in. He puts his glove like this.
Okay.
So he blocks more with everything. And when I was throwing punches at him, I was hitting the glove or hitting the body. The fact, Pills, he's a lot bigger than me, but it was a good way of blocking because I couldn't get a shot in. I couldn't get a meaningful shot in that I wanted. So I was trying to learn from that, you know, and I tried it a couple times. That's pretty good. I see some old fighters doing like George Foreman and, you know, like that. Like they'll open their glove, like, oh, that's what they're doing. It's almost like a sparring glove. So yeah, I learned that from Winky. And what else? I mean, I learned a lot of my stuff from sparring and then in the gym with like let's say, Zach Padilla, he was world champion at the time, and Chiquitito Hernandez. So I'll spar both guys like that early, and I'll learn a lot of different body shots, movements, stuff like that from them.
And if I had to ask you, what was your finest night, your finest moment in a boxing ring? What would that be?
The finest moment was when I fought Oscar De La Hoya, and I had all the celebrities around and watching. It was great. You know, and winning the fight at the Staples Center when we were the first fight there, and then the next day was the Lakers win the championships.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was great. Kobe and Shaq, you know, the first time.
Yeah, nice. Okay. And obviously, when you're fighting a fighter like Oscar De La Hoya, obviously, I imagine that, like the aura around him, the history around Oscar De La Hoya, that can play a big part. Did you have to ignore that going into? Did you have to ignore the fact it was Oscar De La Hoya, or did you have to embrace that?
I didn't really care. I loved that it was. I mean, it was like this is what I want to do. I'm like, why am I running away from something I want to do my whole life?
Yeah.
This is what I dreamed of doing. Like, why would I be afraid of it?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what people didn't really understand. I'm like, I'm not afraid. I'm not running away from success. I'm running to success.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that was the difference. My mindset. There we go again. The mindset. My mindset was different where I wanted this. I fought Oscar and sparred with him. Like he was just a regular person to me.
Yeah.
He wasn't Oscar De La Hoya, the golden boy. He was like, he's younger than me by a year, so I was little Oscar. You know?
Okay. And Shane, my final one, because I don't want to keep you too long. My final one, we ask everyone who comes on the channel this. When all said and done, what does boxing mean to you?
Boxing means everything to me. It's like boxing is like life. You know, I remember there's one fighter, champion, Marlon Starlin. We was talking boxing, we was talking different things, and I was like, you know, Marlon, like, I love boxing. Like, I love boxing. And Marlon Starlin, the world champion, all that, he said, no, you don't just love boxing, you're in love with boxing. You're in love with it. I thought about it, yeah, I think so. I'm in love. I'm in love with boxing. I love it.
Definitely.
Yes.
Shane, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much. You've been an absolute star. Sugar Shane Mosely. Best of luck next week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Shane.